Hi, thanks for checking out my channel. My name is Hannah and this is Jar of Fireflies. Here you'll find videos about my life as an Orthodox Jewish homeschooling mother of three. And today, I've got a really big announcement for you. Okay, so for the better part of the past year or so, my husband and I have been talking about getting a dog. This is not exactly the huge announcement, so hold on. So more recently, we've been talking a lot more seriously about getting a dog. We've even had a puppy come over to the house to play with the kids, kind of see how we feel about the whole situation. I gotta tell you, we're kind of loving it. One of the things that has come up in our conversation is, would we want to get a diabetic alert dog for our son? Our oldest son, who's 7 years old, has type 1 diabetes. He was diagnosed when he was 4. And while we do have all the latest medical technology as far as continuous glucose monitors and things like that, having another safeguard isn't gonna hurt. And sometimes the equipment fails. We've been without Dexcom for huge chunks of time and it can be really scary. So while we do have all the latest technology as far as my son is on an insulin pump and he has a continuous glucose monitor that reads me his blood sugar every 5 minutes, those things are all great, but a dog can be even better. So I started doing a lot of research and we have decided, now this part's the big announcement, we have decided that we would like to adopt a dog and then train it to be a service animal for our son. I've been doing a lot of research, talking to other mothers who have either trained on their own or who have purchased a dog trained for their type 1 diabetic child, hearing about their experiences, and I've got to tell you, experiences have been all over the place. One thing that I did see coming up a lot was people who purchased their dog already trained tended to have not so good experiences. And the people who purchased a dog and then trained it themselves seem to have much better experiences. So we're starting our journey to training our own diabetic alert dog for our son, and we're gonna take you guys along for everything. Okay, so far this week, I have been just kind of doing the research. I've ordered a book that I'm going to be able to read and it will help teach me how to train my diabetic alert dog. I think that's actually the title. Like I said, I have been speaking to other parents of type 1 diabetic children who have either purchased or trained their own dogs. So yeah, talking on the phone or talking through messengers and looking at videos. I've looked around on YouTube, trying to learn some stuff there. Mostly the talking to people though, and then the research online. Some of the research online that I have done is that I have joined a Facebook group for people who have diabetic alert dogs and for people who train them themselves. So I've learned a lot from there. I get the basic idea of it all, and I still have more to learn, of course. And I've also been researching which dog breeds make the best alert dogs. Okay, so on that note, I do know that we want to get our dog from a shelter. I do not want to purchase from a breeder or anything like that. We definitely want to get a rescue. So some of the breeds that I'm searching for at shelters are lab mixes or collie mixes or boxer mixes, different dogs like that. So yeah, basically looking for the dogs that have the best temperament and intelligence and all those other qualities that you would want in a service animal. Now, if you're not familiar with diabetic alert dogs, you're probably wondering, oh my gosh, what does a diabetic alert dog even do? The diabetic alert dog is able to smell the blood sugar of his companion and know whether he or she is high or low, and then alert them through whatever way that it is. Some dogs will like actually go get a juice box if you're low. Some dogs may just like nudge you, or they may kind of bark a little bit at you, you know, if you're low or high, and these can really help. I've also heard stories about dogs who will come and run and get the parents in the middle of the night because the child isn't waking up because their blood sugar is so low, things like that are just really amazing. So I'm really excited about this journey. I'm really excited to see where it takes us. I'm nervous to see whether or not this will even work. You know, and if it doesn't work out, then we have a family pet. But I think that's part of the journey too, like to see whether or not it works. But we are definitely gonna be trying really, really hard, and we know that the training is something that we have to keep up with consistently. We don't just train the dog and that's the end of it. We have to keep up with the training the whole time that we're keeping this dog as a service animal. So yeah, other than that, I still know that I have a lot to learn. We, you know, have a pretty far ways to go. Like I said, what we're looking for is a mix of one of those breeds that I have just mentioned. So kind of the common service animal breeds. And then a puppy, we wanna get a puppy, someone who's young, basically like under 6 months of age. It doesn't have to necessarily be 6 weeks old or something like that, but we are looking for a younger dog because we wanna be able to train that dog from the get-go. Not necessarily as an alert dog from the get-go, but just start that training relationship at a young age. So, oh my gosh, trying to get a puppy has been pretty rough. There was a dog that I met last week, and you know, I went home and decided to think on it, and she was gone. Yeah, she was great, but she got taken by somebody else before I could get back. And I've been working with a bunch of other shelters trying to find the right dog for us. There was a whole litter of lab mixed puppies at this one shelter. I emailed them this morning. They're already all gone. There were like 7 of them. They're all gone. I've emailed different shelters about other dogs that I see listed, and everything's gone before I can get there. So yeah, trying to get hold of a puppy is a little bit harder than I thought it would be, but that's okay. I'm glad the puppies are all finding their forever homes. Okay, so that is our big announcement. I'm excited. We're gonna be training our own service dog, and hopefully this will work out. But I'm really excited to take you guys along on the journey. It's been hard to find information about this online. Like, I mean, it's there, it's just not all so easy, and it's harder to get the personal stories from people because who wants to write a novella as a Facebook response to something about all of their experiences, which is why I've been doing a lot of phone calls and exchanging videos with people to learn more. But I am so excited to take you guys along for this. It's not gonna be the only thing that I make videos about. I'm still gonna have my videos about, you know, homeschooling and Jewish life and our family adventures and things like that. But this is something else that we're gonna be adding into the mix because it is totally a family adventure. So hopefully my next video that you guys see will be us getting a puppy, but I don't know. Because I don't know how hard it's gonna be to get a dog. So far it's been a little rough. But yeah, like I said, we'll take you guys along, and I'm excited to share this adventure and journey with you all. Please let me know if you guys have any questions about this in the comments. I'm happy to get back to you guys about all of that. Let me know if you have any experiences with service dogs in your family or friends. I'd love to hear about that too. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a close now, and hopefully in my next video, I'm gonna see you guys with a puppy. But so go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already so you don't miss any of our future videos. I mean, hey, we all need a little more puppy in our lives, right? All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload.